Hey kids, it's Hyperdellic here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at, and you're going to be taking a look at, Dungeons and Dragons Strongheart Ultimate Action Figure. Good action figures, right? Hey, look at that. Look at this. He's so nice. I really like this guy. My wife got me him for Christmas, and he is splendiferous. I'll show you the front. And then take a look at the sides. Oh, hey, look at that. I still got some wrapping paper on there. All right. And here's the lovely back. It's a really nice figure. And, you know, Neca does a beautiful job on the boxes. They better, because their stuff is not cheap. But I'm going to say, like, their figures, almost every Neca figure that I have ever gotten, I'm smitten with. As you can see, I have Warduke back there, and he's just fantastic. I have Alf, and he is really cool. he's just a blast to play around with. Here's that other side. Look at that. That looks awesome. I am so excited. And then we're going to give you a little peekers, because here's the inside. I mean, that's some really nice toy photography. I mean, that's not, you can tell that's not a CG render. Okay, that is a figure being taken, you know, having a photograph being taken, you know, of it. And then here is Strongheart in all of his beauty. We're going to we're gonna speed up some you know, and do some music effects for you guys while I open this up. All right. Ooh, and man, there is some loudness going on in my house. But you know what? That's great, because I'm testing out how these microphones work. And if you guys can hear all of that, which, man, I am telling you, you probably can hear that. I don't know what they're doing up there. It sounds like my wife's rearranging furniture. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show you guys the bottom. I know some of you like that. You want to see who made it and who did all the artwork and all of the cool stuff, and it's by Wizards of the Coast. And here's your top. All right, I'm gonna open this. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Strongheart's the man I'm opening. He looks real good on my shelf. Dun, dun. He's made by Neca, and he's looking so cool. He's very detailed, and I like him. Now we're gonna look at him now. Come on, all right, hurry up. Law. All right, look at this guy. He is outstanding. That is a beautiful figure sculpt. That is amazing looking. Like, I don't know if my camera is doing him any justice, but you know what? We're not going to put that over there. We'll put this over here. But he is just, this is such a very nicely detailed figure. I mean, that's a nice little addition, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about the face. He kind of looks like he's a little pudgy in there. But you know, maybe that's okay. Sorry, I had to check something. But yeah, he's a really nice, very nice looking figure. Like, we'll go over his articulation first. As you can see, that face guard comes down. Can't quite see his eyes. Well, that's a little weird. You can kind of see his eyes now. That's cool. Those wings, they have a little bit of give to them. It's kind of a more rubbery good. I feel like that, if anything, may come off from hitting the floor. But he has this really nice, like the chain is kind of glued on, but it's a separate piece, and then it goes around to this soft goods cape that has it feels like it's got a little bit of wire in it. You can probably, like, there's multiple layers here, so you could probably like sneak some wire in there, but I don't know how you would maintain it like at the edge. Maybe somebody has a better idea. But honestly, I mean, that's a very nice cape. It looks good. All right, so his head is on a neck piece. Here, we're gonna zoom in. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not zooming in. What am I thinking? All right, come on there, Ironheart or Strongheart. Ironheart. I did a little background research on him, so I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about Strongheart today. So Strongheart in the D&D lore is actually was one of he was best friends with Warduke, and at one point Warduke was a good guy. They went on a quest. I don't remember what it was. They were looking for the heart of iron. Not now, babe. I'm in the middle of something. See, we're just gonna go with it. It's okay. I'm testing out new equipment and doing a toy review, and I have a family. I mean, these things happen. I could edit it out. I could probably do something, but I'm not gonna. Why? You guys know why. Because I'm lazy. All right. So again, there's a double neck piece. Okay. So like, it's kind of like a G.I. Joe figure. I dig that. I don't know if that was how Warduke's neck was. I want to say it was not. And it is not. It is a single piece. So that's an improvement on that figure. The helmet doesn't come off. But yeah, look at that. Look at that 80s stash right there. That is nice. That guy has got one heck of an 80s porn stash. I don't know if I can say porn, but I'm going to say it. And he's got his the little lion symbol there because he's Strongheart, like a lion. And that's why I keep trying to call him Lionheart, but I know that's not his name. I think that's a Care Bear. All right, so, but he can. Let's see. I'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get him. All right, so he can push his head back that far, and and he can get his head that far forward. That's some pretty decent articulation. He's got some side to side play, and I mean, you can go angle, at an angle and stuff like that, and you can do all sorts of different things and create all sorts of nice little emotional stances. Dun, 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 dun. Bring the shield down a little bit and block his eyes. It's sunny out. he needs to make sure he doesn't go blind. I'm gonna bring this down because that face is just, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't strike me as like awesome, but it is accurate, like as far as the character goes. Now, what does he have in here? He's just got, it's just a ball joint in there, and then it looks like a bicep swivel. So like it can swivel on the bicep, and that ball can move around in there. You can go all the way around, although you gotta really fight with it. The elbows, it's just a regular single elbow, but it's nice. I mean, it's got some really, I mean, it goes further than 90 degrees. I mean, is he like going to be like, scratching his own chin here? No, probably not. Well, I mean, yeah, he can. Look at that. Hey. Oh, come on. Move it. There you go. I got it. Hey. Okay. So moving on right along. He has a diaphragm cut, right there. He could probably go all the way around, but it's pretty tight. I'm not going to try to make it do that, and that might loosen up things in ways that I don't want it to. And then there is all of, what has he got in there? Oh, there's, see, you gotta, they glue things in place so that you can't see it, but inside, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just on a waist rocker, so you can twist him around, and he can do a crunch a little bit. That's about as far as he's going to crunch. Okay, like without really messing with him. But I mean, this is as far back as you can look, so that's not terrible. There's some posability, right? I mean, usually Warduke just stands on my shelf looking awesome, so I don't really mess with him too much. All right, so again, back to their storylines. They were on a quest to get this like heart of iron or something like I don't remember what it is, but basically what it does is it seeks out whatever's deepest in your heart, and that's what it accentuates or something. And Strongheart and his friends, some of his friends, were able to get out, but Warduke and some of his friends became mutated by the power because they were, they wanted things. They were lustful and greedy or something. Okay, so Strongheart is known for having his sword Steel. Yes, that is the name of the sword. Steel. I know what you're saying to yourself. Wow, those D&D writers. Man, they were creative. This scabbard is so cool because the scabbard has a scabbard on it. Like I told my wife, I was like, that is just like overkill in the right way. Like his knife has a knife on it. I'm going to do that because I think that looks good. It just slips in this little loop on his belt. It doesn't look like it can move on the belt. And the belt pretty much stays right where the waist is. All right. Don't worry, I'm going to zoom out so you can see more of this guy because he is glorious. But here is Steel. And that's a pretty nice looking sword. Apparently Steel is sentient, right? So it's a thinking sword. It's got a thinking pointy thing. It thinks and then it stabs. But yeah, it fits right in the scabbard, right there. Ooh, that's kind of satisfying, actually. Let's do that again. Ooh, and again, and again, and again, and again. Ah, Hyperdellic is ridiculous. Okay, so boys and girls, we're kind of moving down towards his bottom parts, and let's see if he does a yoga pose. Oh man, he is really, it's funny, he's tighter on this side than he is on that other side. You can get him though. Hey, look at that. Check out that crotch. That's how your balls and pins go together. Sounds dirty, but it's not. I'm definitely trying to make it dirtier than it is. All right, so his legs are pretty articulated. I mean, that's some awesomeness. He has a double knee, right? There's this thing, and it kind of pivots on the knee. He can go back that far. There's no butt kicking occurring. You can bring the leg back and kick the middle of his back. So I mean, that's incredible. I mean, if you want to make him look like he's about to kick a soccer ball, that's kind of awesome. Right? So let's put him back the way that he was. All right, let's straighten that out. It looks like he's got a part of the knee articulation, it pivots, and it looks like it might pivot up there too, like on a little bit on the top of the knee. So like they, instead of doing a hip articulation, they pivot at the knee, where I mean, that's kind of anatomically correct. Usually when they cut at the hip, it's kind of a cheat, But this is actually this might actually simulate the closest to a real knee. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, you know, as close as a piece of plastic can. And then he has a foot rocker, like a ball with a rocker on there. It pivots all the way around. And it can come, man, I like my nice new figure and I don't want to break it. So keep in mind that those balls like to get slippery on you. But his foot can come about that far forward. So that's not too bad either. All right. He comes with a plentitude of hands. I'm going to say there's 8 in all, including the ones that are on him. Yeah, we'll zoom out a little bit so you can see him. I just pulled off one of his hands. Right? So he's got 2 open hands. Okay. And he's got 2 fist hands. Wait, no. There's the other fist. 2 fists. Let me show the camera these open hands better. All right. Those aren't bad. And then he's got 2 grabbies. There's one. What is this? A left hand? It's a left hand grabby that's like tighter than the other one. Probably for his dagger on the sheath of the sword. Steel. All right. And I mean, those are nice. There is some nice silvery paint application, and then it looks like they put a wash over the silver paint application. I can't tell you exactly that's what they did, but that's what it looks like. So those are the grabby hands. And then there's another tighter grabby hand. And then I guess he's got the 2 fists. So we're going to do the bigger, more open grabby hands. And we're going to put some of his stuff in his hands, because he comes with a bunch of stuff. And I showed you steel, the sword. But next, what he comes with is this hammer. Now, apparently, his character is not like, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, his character does not ever mention this hammer. I don't know if any of the stuff that I read up on him even says what this hammer is from, but the first time it showed up was when he was in the 1980s cartoon of Dungeons Dragons, which he only appeared in 1 episode. And I don't remember what the name of it was, but he was like locked up in Venger's dungeon for years, and he kind of dug his way out, and he somehow had this. And I mean, he was a good character. I'm going to say this much. The original Strongheart, I'm not going to look it up for you, but look him up. The original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons figure, they were a lot smaller. You know, they were like 3 3/4, I want to say, maybe smaller. And it definitely a lot more simplified than this. I mean, this is incredible. I'm going to go over some of the paint applications too after I put them together, because this figure deserves it. Okay? I'm just going to say that much. So I'm going to put this in his hand. That's nice. I like it. It looks like a very cool hammer. My wife's up there talking to Alexa. I don't know if you can hear it or not. We're going to see you after I review this video. Let's get it in his hand. There we go. All right, so he's got the hammer. Right? And then he also comes with this shield, which is really nice. I mean, look at that. There's a the paint applications on even the accessories are just, they're really nice. I mean, they're not perfect, okay? If you expect perfect, you're crazy, because this stuff is made in a lot of places where these folks are not getting paid huge amounts, okay? Sometimes I question, but we're not going to get into that right now. This is pretty. Whoever did these, the people that work on these, be proud that you are doing something this pretty. I mean, look at that. The shield has like this cool wood grain texture. The straps look like they're leather. There's metal paint applications. This is just the shield. Like holy cow. Right? And let's see if we can slip that onto his hand easily. Usually I like to take the hand off. Actually, you know what? We'll do that. Oh, by the way, we're going to have Christmas dinner as soon as I'm done reviewing this. I think it's like chicken nuggets and a bunch of stuff that we just have at the house because we're so done with Christmas. It was a great Christmas, though. It was. I loved it. I got some really fun things for people, and I'm glad that I saw. Oh, look at that! See how bad I am? I've already broken my toy. But that's easy to fix. Thankfully, that's easy to fix. You know what? I guess we're gonna go with an open hand. I'll fix that later. Breaking my toys on TV. It's okay. He's not broken. He's just in a state of needing repair. All right. Broken or not, that shield looks awesome. And we're going to pull that down because he just looks so cool. Look at that. All right. Now I want to bring some attention to like the skirt. Okay. Like it does the chainmail and it has like kind of a blue, it looks like it was almost a blue wash that got a little out of hand. But like, the silver looks like they did some dry brush, like there's dry brush over this blue, and there's wash everywhere on this thing, just showing like, giving it some shade and some contrast and a little contours and details, just making them pop, right? And I mean, man, I'm still much more preferential to Warduke. He is still like my favorite between the two of these. But man, is it close. Like these two are such phenomenal figures. I am so glad that I got him. I am. My wife is wonderful. And not just because she got me that, but just because my wife's awesome. Oh, hey, come on there, buddy. This video is supposed to be about you. Keep it together. All right, kids. Well, what I'm going to say here, Strongheart. And I'm sorry. I know I'm lower energy today than I normally am. Hey, it's a mellower one. I still joked around a little. We had some good laughs, right? Right? I didn't have a lot of coffee yet. But hey, down here, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications, all right? Because you want to see more of this. And then over here, you hit the like button, and you tell me you like it. And then throw me a comment down below. Say, hey, I love this Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Or, hey, I'm not a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, but I see these, and man, these are some great figures. Or, hey, Hyperdellic, you talk too much. Shut up and go eat dinner. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. See you later, boys and girls. Again, have a Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. And I will see you guys in my next video. All right. Peace.